Hi everybody, it's Susan and
Penny
from the Purdy Urban Farm, and today we're going to take you on a tour of what's growing in the garden in February here in Sacramento, which is Zone 9. If you want to get technical, it's Zone 9B where we are. So first, I kind of want to show you here, we've got our blackberries and our raspberries. This is our blackberry. This is new growth. It's been doing really well.
And you can see that it's growing back right here.
Yeah.
Right here.
And look at this. What in the world? There's a tiny little yucky dried berry there. Well, we'll just put it down there and maybe it'll grow a whole new, well, not really. So these guys grow from the roots and they shoot up new shoots. Real technical terms here. Like this one. This is young, coming up from the ground now. And we're gonna have new vines growing here this season.
And can I show you that we're growing new raspberries over here too?
Yep, okay, so she's showing you, this is a blackberry vine. She's showing you the green growth, the brand new green growth. Right there.
And it's growing back.
So this is what we've got along here. The berries. And then further on down here, I'll show you what we've got. Here's our blueberries, and they're coming along. See, we've got some blossoms, little ones.
Can I tell you something? Over here.
We're gonna follow Penny here, but I'm also gonna show you the rest of the blueberries. So this is our second shed. That's the garage. And then we've got this whole blank wall here that's ugly, and if anyone has any ideas of what to put there, I would greatly appreciate some ideas. Right now we just have the blueberries along the wall, and that's where our old rose tree was. And if you saw our video on crown gall, that was the sad incidents where I had to cut down our beautiful rose tree because it got crown gall, so that sucked. So that's the hole. And I'm gonna leave it fallow for a time, so hopefully we don't get any more crown gall there. Also, we've got some peas growing along our trellises.
And
Rainbow chard, there's the flower for the peas. Some kale. I've got some seed spots marked here with some sticks, and you can kind of see our little sprouts coming up. These are radishes, I think. Yeah, it might be radish. And our bougainvillea, which should be way prettier than this, but it's not dead. It's not dead. I've noticed some greens, some green on the inside, so I know it's still alive. I just don't know if maybe it's not the season. That doesn't make sense to me. I think the bougainvillea is supposed to be at least have leaves all year round if you do it right. So I may not be doing it right. Here I've planted some new broccoli and I can't remember the name of the bright green broccoli that kind of looks like a spaceship. I want to call it Rodaccio. I don't think that's right, but it's kind of a bright green yellow. We planted some of those, and it's kind of late in the season to be planting broccoli. I planted these a couple weeks ago from starts, and because my other broccoli here is kind of past its prime, and you can show you some side shoots that are still growing, which we'll cut out in a little bit. And then here are some of our kale, which is looking pretty good. Some of this is last spring's kale, so I'm happy about it. We've got our 3 different kinds of lavender, and if you haven't seen our video on the lavender, definitely watch that. There's a bee pollinating our lavender.
Where?
We've got some, there, right there on the lavender.
I can't see
Don't get too close.
I can't see
Here,
it.
you don't see him? He's right there.
Oh yeah.
Hi, Mr. Bee.
Ah!
Yeah. Nasturtium, which tastes like horseradish, and it grows. It can, yeah, you can taste it, absolutely. It grows up You can train it. It can grow up a trellis. Some of them are just bushing types, so they're not going to grow all the way around a trellis like we have it here. And these, yes, honey, you can do it. And these are great little plants because you can eat the leaves and the flowers, and they're very pretty. They're just spicy. Add them to salads mostly, or eat them raw if you like. But they do taste like horseradish, so be warned. But they're going to be beautiful. And we've got more chard, broccoli. We've got garlic growing through here. These are too spicy for Penny. We've got some some garlic growing along here. Oh, Romanesco. That's what I was trying to remember. Not Radacchio. I don't know what I was talking about. It's Romanesco. So if you already said that, shout out to you. Whoop, whoop. Did you remember what it was?
No.
No, I didn't either. So that's what it is, Romanesco. I hope we get some Romanesco before the season quits on us and it gets too hot. What else have we got growing? Here's our little orchard. We've got a mini orchard here.
Look, I picked this one myself.
Yep, and Penny picked that one. It's the pretty little flower. We've got some olive trees, some mint. There's our herb tower, which needs some TLC, I think. It's a little bit of TLC right there. And then here,
we're starting to sprout over here.
Yeah.
A little bit of pink right
this
here.
is our aprium, and it is already starting to bud. So we have bud break, a little bit of bud break on this one.
Here.
Aha! Yep, you're right. You see it? There it is, our first open flower. Now, I am hoping that this one survives because it's kind of close. If you see, it's about 6 or 7 feet away or 8 feet away from this nectaplum, which is also getting some bud break here.
I think it's getting a disease, right?
That's right. Penny reminds us we got a disease on this nectaplum last year. It got leaf curl, and I treated it by watering it with compost tea, which was made up of eggshell, banana peels, and coffee grounds, and loose leaf tea from after we'd had our tea. And then we'd let it sit in water and steep. All those things, we'd let it steep in a bucket of water, and then we would water the tree with it. And I think that saved the tree. However, it still looks rather diseased on certain places. I did cut out all the diseased parts and threw them away very carefully, but you can see here that the trunk of it's not looking so hot. And when it first started showing signs of the disease, I didn't know what it was, so I had to research it and ask some of my friends. Found out what it was. Found out that if you leave any of the leaves on the ground, it can contaminate the ground, and that disease can pass to other trees. So I didn't catch that. I'm really hoping that my other trees don't get it. I did not spray this year, mostly because I didn't get around to it. There were other priorities in my life that I was dealing with, so I did not spray the trees. So I'm really hoping that they survive. If they don't, I will have to replace them and be really careful about how I clean up all of the leaves and everything to make sure that no other stone fruits that I might grow in their place get this disease of leaf curl. So that would be a big bummer. And then this season, a couple weeks ago, we put in our asparagus bed. There's that. So hopefully we'll get some asparagus the next couple of years. We've still got oranges on our tree, but it is starting to blossom as well. So I need to pick out all the oranges, and we have some lemons still in the tree, and they're nice and big and sweet. And there's Ruby, who, if you recall, was having a hard time with her molting, but she's fine now. She's starting to get new feathers, and there's Wind. Hello, Wind.
Hello, Wind.
I'm not sure what you guys can see with my camera here, but I'm going to do my best to show you the chickens. There's our compost. And this tree here with the wire around it is a persimmon tree. And I'm excited about that.
Why?
Because I love persimmons.
I hate persimmons.
Penny hates persimmons, but what are you going to do? So here, this is a new addition. This is called Comfrey. And Comfrey is an amazing plant that works as a natural compost fertilizer type plant where you can just cut off the, when they get bigger, you can cut off the leaves and then you just place them along the, right around whatever it is you want to fertilize. And as they dry and they compost into the ground, they break down and go into the ground, it adds wonderful nutrients to the ground that the other plant can use. And this grows back. This is, it grows back year after year after year. You can take root stalks of it and you can grow it in new places in the yard. You can transplant it. It's super hardy. And we got this from our friends, the Goodmans, Jacob and Chris Goodman in North Carolina. Shout out to them because we love them. Mwah. Thank you very much for this. This was part of my Christmas present from them, which is awesome. They also made my son, my baby, a beard hat. So if you've ever seen those, and if you haven't seen those, you need to look them up. And Penny got a new hat too. So anyway, we love the Goodmans. Thank you, Goodmans. So they've given us some amazing comfrey here. You can make tea out of this too. You can blend it with stinging nettle and make some green sludgy tea to pour around your plants as liquid fertilizer. And that's also great stuff too. So here's another view of the rest of our yard. And over here you'll see our bench planter, which I have not replanted yet. I'm still trying to fill it with some dirt. I'll probably grow the chard and the kale and other greens that wouldn't do so well in the sunshine in the summer. I'll probably grow that here in this bench because this bench gets almost constant shade. So I don't have to worry about strong heat coming and burning all the plants. Now, what I do have to worry about with this area is the bugs. We get a lot of the white moths and the caterpillars just eat them all up. So I gotta keep an eye on that. And Penny is going to say something. Yes, honey? Oh, here's Killian, our garden baby. Hello, I'm playing music. So little baby there. I'm trying to think what else to show you. We've got some flowers that are blooming here. Oh, little baby smile. And some of the most beautiful flowers. I love these. Secret somethings. Penny calls them secret somethings. And that's pretty much it. That's what we've got growing here at the Purdy Urban Farm. And give you a panoramic view. It's mostly grass. Like I said, in the backyard, we like our grass. We like having space for the kids to play in. When our friends' kids come over, they love to run around and play. We've got the horseshoe pit. We've got croquet. And then we've got a place for the chickens, and we've got a place for the gardens, and it works out well for us. But I'm always looking to plant new things. I meant to mention we've got the goji berries back here too, along with our fig tree. Our fig tree hasn't really performed that well. This is our fig, and it's starting to bud a little bit, getting some new growth there. But this is an old tree, and it's probably seen better days. But it's going to get constant water this year because I've got my irrigation in place. And the goji berries are in their happy new home, and they're going to do well. I think they'll do well this year too. But not too much is flowering. We got a couple things that are starting to flower. Oh, here's our cilantro by our herb tower. Cilantro has always done really well for some reason. It's been one of the few plants I've had that hasn't been that temperamental, and it hasn't been bothered by bugs. So if you're looking for an easy to grow plant from seed, I recommend doing cilantro, especially if you've got little ones who want to help you plant the seeds, because they're just not picky. These plants are not picky about you know, how far you space out the seeds, or not maybe even necessarily how deep you plant them. I would be careful though. You do want to plant them about 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch deep. Probably not any deeper than that. But if you've got a bag of seeds, which is what, $1.29, and you've got a little one who wants to help you plant stuff in the garden, grow cilantro. Who doesn't love cilantro? Am I right? So think about that. Think about things that you can do with the kids this year. This is just the beginning of the season, of the spring season, and there's so many possibilities that we can do to grow our own food, our own herbs, and to be outside with the kids and let them help us. So anyway, we really appreciate you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Like our videos, give us a thumbs up, and share us with your friends who have kids who might be interested in doing some gardening. And that's it from here, from the Purdy Urban Farm, where we learn by doing
and grow by sharing.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.